What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. My name is Jake. Today we are headed out on another tree job. As you can see, got the International over here loaded up behind me with the chip box on. We are towing the new Baumalight mini skid steer, and as you can see, we got a new grapple on the front. This is the first time I'm really going to be featuring this thing in a video. I still want to do its own standalone video on it, but I'm really eager to try it out. As you can see, it's a Ryan's Equipment mini skid steer hydraulic rotating log grapple. So this thing rotates 360, opens and closes. It is super big and beefy. It has like a tree pusher up there. It has lowering devices installed on it. It is no joke. This thing is serious. So I've been waiting to play around with this. This isn't like the perfect job for this kind of grapple, but I did want to take it out onto a smaller job that it wasn't like crucial that we had it for the first time, so I can get used to playing around with it and just see how it works on this machine. So this will be a good job for that. There's only a couple things that we are really going to need to drag. I'm just really bringing the machine, like I said, so I can get used to it and just try it out, show you guys. So we're gonna head down to the job, hop in Clifford, drive down. It's about a half an hour, 45 minutes away, and we'll get busy. Joe's gonna be helping me today. It's just the two of us. All right, guys, we've arrived here at the job. We got Joe hooking up the chipper to the International. He brought his chipper today, 12-inch Bandit. Let me show you what we got going on. So this is a repeat client. We've already worked here a couple times, but they got this big twin stem red maple in their front yard. We've already pruned this tree lightly, like 2 times while we were here in the past, but this time we're going to go a little bit harder. We're going to really thin it out. You can see how thick it is. So this will be a good before shot. We'll try and get a shot after of what it looks like, but we're going to try and open it up, get some more airflow through there, raise it up, get it off the power lines, the house drop here. So that'll be a nice crown clean. I'm going to hop up in that and climb it. Then you can see over here on the side of their driveway, they have all these little like birch and cherry saplings that are kind of encroaching in on the driveway and on their power lines. Joe's going to be working on selectively taking those out and just pushing back the edge of the driveway to give them some more clearance, you know, get rid of the moss and mildew and stuff that's growing on the edge of the driveway. Then back here, you can see they have a little shed at the end of the driveway, and there are these maple trees over it. There's like 3 small ones. We're gonna be taking those out to get some more sun and stuff again to the driveway, reduce the moss, get a little more airflow back here, because these things are just, you know, really encroaching on the shed. And then the last and final thing we're gonna be doing, and this is why I brought the skid steer, they have this hickory back here that cracked out and broke in a storm a couple weeks ago. We're going to be taking that down, and you can see it's a pretty steep hill. You can actually see the stumps from the 2 pines that we removed a while back when we were here, and you know, it's a steep hill, so we'll use the skid steer to, you know, grab all that stuff, track it out, and easy access to the driveway where the chipper will be. That is the job. Mostly just like some pruning and stuff, so I'll throw you guys on the hard hat cam. We'll hop up in this maple, make some cuts. I'm going to be using the brand new Milwaukee M18 Hatchet. I'm going to try pruning the whole maple tree with that today. It's a little bit lighter than the M18, you know, arborist top handle saw, so that should be fun. Having gotten a chance to use it yet up in a tree, so today would be the first time.
Alright guys, I'm using the new Milwaukee Hatchet. This is the M18. You see I got the 8.0 amp hour battery on it. It has a longer bar, 6-inch bar, as opposed to the 4-inch that I had on the M12. And that's a new climbing ring, so I can hook it on to my saddle right here. So since I'm just doing a prune, I'm going to use this, and we'll see how we do. Here we go. already got a dead branch here, just hanging right over the walkway. All right, let's see how the hatchet goes. Oh yeah. Very nice.
All right, guys, I just kind of wanted to hop in here and explain what I'm doing a little bit. You can see starting off and just, I'm going to be cutting a bunch of branches, and these branches are really low. You can see they're all arched and kind of drooping down over that walkway and the front door to the house, which is there in the top left corner of the screen. So I'm basically just making a bunch of cuts to raise up the canopy, you know, where the leaf structure is going to start. You can see I'm doing a variety of different cuts. That was a peel cut right there. Because the house drop power line is off to my left, it connects to the corner of the house. So depending on, you know, the length of the branch and where it was, I definitely don't want to be pulling down those branches. You can see that one just drooped basically straight down right there. So just making a couple first initial big cuts to you know, get the canopy where we want it, and then I'm going to work my way up into the, you know, top upper portion of the canopy of the tree to, you know, continue poking holes in it and thin out the crown. So far so good with the Milwaukee. As you can see, it's doing a great job.
Down Boomba. So last time we only like raised it up. We didn't really pull it back from the house much.
Well, yeah, once you take that off, then I think over here you know, do the couple.
Just a couple, right? This thing is sweet. Headache. One more. All right, guys, we're doing good so far here. Hopefully you can see, but I got Joe kind of on the ground giving me eyes because we're establishing the crown height, you know, how high up over the lawn and property it's going to be. And this one that I'm standing on, this one over here, you can see we had made cuts on it the last time we pruned, but it's since grown. So now they're just going straight back down, trying to go out looking for light. So we're going to take the whole thing off and just make it nice and even. All
right, set it. Yeah, don't take that one, but then the one below it.
Yep, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Including this dog leg that goes out, or just this one?
No, take that
whole thing. Okay. All right, this is a pretty big cut for this thing. Let's see how it does. Like butter. Wow, that this might be my new favorite pruning saw.
Nice.
Oh, we got a hanger here, and then I'm assuming this one going out towards the front door, we just lose the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
No choice, really. Gonna let this one peel. Oh yeah, that opened it up a bunch. All right, big cut. No problem. Boom. All right, we're almost up here at the top. When I'm pruning, I like to start at the top and work my way down. That way, as you're working down, you can chase all your hangers. But I want to get my rope at a nice central crotch, which this appears to be. That way I can kind of float around the center of both of these stems and try and poke some holes in this thing. So now that we're up here, the rest pretty much should be just gravity helping us down. If you could hear me before over the chipper, but red maple is done. I'm back down on the ground. Obviously looks a lot different. You know, you can see through it. It's raised up over the house substantially compared to what it was. Looks
looks really good. I think they should be happy with that. You know, you can see up into the canopy, a lot more airflow, which is good for wind resistance and, you know, fungus, bacteria, bugs, stuff like that. So that's good. Joe banged out all these saplings here along the driveway. They are now gone. He's also limbed up the majority of the maple trees over the shed. So now I'm gonna hop up in there and just take the tops out and we'll send them through the chipper. All right, we're up here in this second one, guys. We're just gonna take small pieces. Got the shed right there below us. Top I'm gonna peel. Hopefully it just goes down slow. Perfect.
You gotta be like those guys they always show that, I don't know, the Philippines or something, they climb up the tree with nothing, and then they like figure four.
Oh yeah, they're right. It's probably more stable than spikes on a 4-inch piece.
No, those guys are nuts.
Yeah. These are always tough, guys. There's only like very little keeping you upright when you're tied in down below yourself. You're basically just balancing on your two spikes, and when the tree is only 4 or 5 inches wide, it doesn't give you much stability. Man, these lantern flies are everywhere.
Oh, I know, they're all over the place down here. Those things are hard to kill too. They
Oh yeah, they jump.
You just tell by the way they look, there's some kind of fucked up Asian bug.
Oh, I mean, they look like a robot. It's crazy.
They should be in the con cartoon.
Yeah, see guys, these are the spotted lantern flies. 2 of them right there. And they hop and jump. Just decimating everything.
I thought that was gonna get away.
I thought so too. Luckily, I left this stub there. Like a little shelf. All right, guys, maples are down. Shed is now exposed. Cleaned up this pine a little bit. Those trees, those pines aren't actually this customer's, they're the neighbor's trees. So we got permission to do the work that we've done, but nothing further. That's why we're not cleaning up any of these stubs or anything. The International is almost completely full, but we have that one hickory in the back left. So we should have just enough room. And then we're actually gonna be dumping the chips right here, which is great because I have another job to hit on the way home. It's just a quick climb, or hopefully it'll be a quick climb. It's a branch that broke down for a friend, and it's like from his neighbor's tree, but it's over into his yard, over the fence and stuff. So we're gonna go up there with an empty truck, and I'm hoping that we can just cut it up and load it into the back of the dumpster can with the mini skid steer and the new grapple. So we're gonna get the truck out of the way here and go deal with this hickory in the back and try out this grapple for the first time. All right, so Joe just got a rope up in the hickory. It is on the favorable side of the fence. So we're just gonna pull it over. Joe's gonna cut. We're gonna tie it off to the Baumalight down here, and we're gonna drop the whole thing. All right, so the cool thing about this is that it has this tree pusher thing here to help like fell. If I was able to get the machine up there, I could push while Joe was cutting. But in this case, since there isn't much room, it has these porta wraps on either side. So we can actually take a couple wraps on this. As you can see, you go around like that, and then you can lock it off like so. And now I can back up and pull it. So that's a nice handy feature of this Ryan's grapple.
So this grapple is working really well here on this property. As you can see in that last clip, I was able to get that brush out and, you know, weaved through the fence and the gate and the small shed area directly to the chipper. On this pile, you see I was trying to grab it a couple times and just get every branch that Joe had stacked up, and it worked really well. You can see that I'm starting to tip over a little bit just because it's pretty front heavy, and that hill is steeper than the cameras make it look. But once I was able to kind of find the sweet spot and balance the weight of the branches versus, you know, the weight of the machine, I'm finally able to get it. And, you know, just like anything, this is going to take some getting used to figure out, you know, the best way to use this grapple and, you know, stuff like that. But it was a big help. And if we had used a grapple, you know, like the Wicked grapple, I don't think we would have been able to get the brush out nearly as easily or in such large pieces.
Got some work ahead of you.
Yep. See that. For another day.
Yeah, exactly. Have a good one. Well, all right, guys, I gotta say, today we did not use any gas-powered saws to do any of the work that we did here. And I am very impressed with this new M18 Milwaukee Hatchet. I think they really upped the ante here from the M12 version, adding on this climbing loop, a longer bar. It's definitely way more powerful with these bigger batteries. And for the bigger stuff, you know, we have the OG Milwaukee battery-powered topper. If you guys are doing tree work or just looking for a new, you know, alternative to gas, and you already have the Milwaukee battery platform, The tools themselves aren't all that expensive. I mean, the batteries is what gets you. This is the biggest battery I think they make, the 12.0, and you know, that's several $100s, but the tools aren't that bad if you already have the platform. And if you're a climber and doing anything, I mean, this thing was made with the safety lock on both sides to be ambidextrous. And let's see how much battery we used. I pruned that whole red maple tree with this 8.0 battery, and we still have 3 bars. We only used 1 bar. Then on this 12.0, we used 2 bars. So really happy with these. Big shout out to Toolbox Buzz, the guys over there, for hooking me up with this stuff in Milwaukee. Thank you very much. I love it, and we're gonna continue to use it here on the channel. We're just getting wrapped up and cleaned up, and we're gonna get out of here. Well, all right, guys, we are back at the woodyard. I just got done with that second job on the way back. I wasn't able to film anything. They had some company over. Absolutely gorgeous house. Nice in-ground pool. It's a tight little property. It was actually perfect that I had the Baumalight mini skid steer with that rotating grapple because I had to get through a gate. I had to go over a bluestone walkway. I had to drag everything from the back corner of the property all the way out, over the bluestone walkway, past the pool, over the patio, through the driveway, out to the truck. I dropped the dumpster can and loaded it all up. You can see a little of the tip sticking out there and the butt ends of the branches there. I'll include a picture of what it actually looked like when it was still, you know, I guess aerial. The tips were down, it was completely broken off. It was a Norway maple leader. But, you know, the machine worked great, and this grapple worked really, really well. At both jobs today, this grapple just functioned awesome. And to be quite honest, if I had had the tractor with the Wicked grapple, which grabs the, you know, brush perpendicular to the machine, it simply wouldn't have it would have been a lot harder. We would have had to cut the brush a lot shorter to be able to fit through those tight spots. So the fact that this grapple can, you know, you're able to manipulate and rotate and drag and skid, you know, logs and stuff out, you know, with the length of the machine, it's a huge plus. So this is Ryan's equipment. It's the Ryan's grapple. I got this up at Morin Diesel in Portland, Connecticut. I'll put a link to their website and everything down in the description. But the guys up at Morin Diesel, they have quite the outfit. They do all sorts of forestry related work, diesel truck work, excavators. They sell side-by-sides. They sell Mahindra tractors. They sell these Ryan's grapples. They sell forestry mulchers. So if you are anywhere in the United States, they ship nationwide. They do parts nationwide. They are quite an impressive facility. So definitely go check them out, morindiesel.com. They were the ones, Jesse, actually, the owner, was the one nice enough to hook me up with this awesome grapple for the Baumalight mini skid steer. So anyway, I am super sweaty, and you can see I have already cracked a stubby. So it's time to start my weekend. And by starting my weekend, that means I have to go help my parents unpack because they just moved. They sold my childhood home, or our family home, the house that I grew up in. They were there for 32 years, and they just bought a nice little place closer to Sarah and I, actually on the water. So they have a lot of boxes to unpack after 32 years of accumulating stuff. So I got to go help them. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully the footage was all right on the camera. You know, that was a new head mount on my helmet, so we'll see how that turns out. But as always, guys, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. Drop a comment down below. But for now, I'm Jake. This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time.